So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi everyone. The excitement has really picked up now and I'm eager for the action to start.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
The action has already started. Mbappe. Closing in on goal. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, the explosive Ousmane Dembele is a very interesting player. Praised by many for his game-changing qualities. His showboating and confidence has won him a lot of admirers, and he can be a real force if he can add consistency to all of that talent.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Rabiot. Oh, good-looking ball. And the counter-attack is on for France. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Vinicius Junior was alert to the possibilities, but in the end... Oh no, what has happened here? Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Now it's Vinicius Junior, and that is expertly dealt with. Saliba. First quarter of an hour gone. Played out towards the right wing.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Now it's Valverde. Could move up a gear here. And here's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Goulet.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Big header! It's bounced back off the post. Dembele.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Great ball if he can get there. Now this could be a chance. Now it's Mbappe.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Doué. Oh, super ball. Takes a shot. Oh, the ball, he's been caught napping. And that has been clubbed away. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Goulet. And it's Alexander-Arnold. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Dembele! Oh, it's come off the upright. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. 15 minutes till half-time. And it's Dembele. Now Mbappe. And the through ball. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And here's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Valverde. Mbappe, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Tchouaméni. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Camavinga. And here's Rabiot. Now there's a fine ball. And he's in on charge, surely! Goal! France! And France are in front.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
It's gone for a throw-in. Mbappe. France leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. Rabiot. Tchouaméni. And it's Arda Güler. And that's another good win of the ball. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
France leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and the shot! Oh, he's been caught, and it's come back out to him.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Oh, the ball's gone astray. And it's made its way to him. Mbappe. It's Camavinga. And it's Dembele. Doué is in a really good position out wide. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. More and more pressure on the ball here. Goulet
are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Dembele. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. Well, tries a shot! Well, that is rather wayward.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Team still separated by the game's only goal. Camavinga looking understandably energised after his goal. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Mbappe. Well, that is one way to stop him. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Tchouaméni. Goulet, and now the breakaway. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Camavinga, and it's Doué. Saliba. He won't be happy with that one. Mbappe is onto this. Rabiot. Here's Tchouaméni. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe stood his ground strongly.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Howson. Alexander-Arnold. It's Vinicius Junior. It's a good spell of possession, this.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
In with the challenge, and it's Rabiot. Valverde. And that's gone loose.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
That's a look and place it forward. Goulet takes control of it and he's on the move. Threads one in. Tchouaméni. Rabiot. Oh, good spread. Camavinga. That is a great pick out. One-nil as we head towards the end. Konate, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely weighted ball. And he's lost his man here. Nice interception, well timed.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And here's Dembele. Very much into the last knockings. Played back in. He's on it, can he get away? And that will be it. France have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Camavinga claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the...
Real chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Goulet. Well, that looks a decent ball. Takes a shot! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
France are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now, can they get him away? And that's a good ball. Chance for a shot! And yes, it's there! They're level in a trice.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
France grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Goulet. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Rudiger gets it clear. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Can he get on the end of this? Bellingham. Madrid trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Dembele! It's Dembele! Oh, split-second reaction.
Dembele really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And it's Rabiot. Doué has created one goal already. Looking for the run. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Turns back here, probably the best option. Saliba. And Hernandez. And it's Rabiot. Koundé. And it's Rabiot. And here's Mbappe. And he's on his way! No way through. Goulet. Valverde. Great vision. And that is a little undercooked. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Rabiot. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Arda Güler. Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. Could be danger here. Can he finish? He has done it! And they've got their lead back. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Madrid get themselves into the lead. Looking to play him in. Mbappe has it out wide and in space. Vinicius Junior.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rabiot. Camavinga. Mbappe. And it's half-time here. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Yeah, neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Rudiger chooses to go cross-field, and Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga does really well there, he is strong. Alexander, oh, they could be caught out here. Dembele knocks it out wide. And it's Doué. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Dembele. Look at the space here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Rabiot. And this is Dembele. Rudiger with the clearance.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. It's a pretty loose pass. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Konate. Mbappe looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down there.
Doué! Now, who's going to be first to this?
France really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Mbappe. Plays the ball back. Valverde. Good ball over the top. Mbappe! It's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Quality goal, wonderful purity of strike.
Well, Peter, the ball was at the perfect height, and it was just asking to be smacked.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 24.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Madrid take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
And here's Olise. Zaire Emery. Nice control. Tries to pass it through. Chance here to counter. Goulart receives it in a good position here. He's picked his way through. Rodrigo had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Quality ball. And they're quick to press. Just eases him off the ball. Madrid can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
He's having a shot! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And he was alert to it. Eder Militao. Bellingham, looking to play him in. Mbappe, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Tchouaméni. The Frenchman being a robust, relentless pressing machine who also excels in ball retention and recycling. I noticed he's surprisingly good at progressing play when on the ball too. Keep watching him.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Vinicius Junior. Valverde is onto this. Vinicius Junior! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's managed to get rid. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Madrid finding their passes. That has been cut short. Madrid, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Camavinga providing an outlet on that flank. Can he finish? And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Bellingham picks it up from the goal kick. Great vision. Tchouaméni.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Tchouaméni for Valverde. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Has a look and plays it forward.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And he plays one through. Tchouaméni. Vinicius Junior. And it's Camavinga. Eder Militao. 15 minutes till half-time. Alexander-Arnold. Eder Militao. And it's Camavinga. And here's Bellingham. Mbappé. Chance! And he's done it!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Now, can they get him away? Alexander-Arnold picks it up out wide. That has been knocked clear. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Oh, good ball! Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Madrid looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Has a look and plays it forward. Valverde. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Rudiger did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Bellingham. He won't be happy with that one. Goulet. And it's half-time here. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Madrid having to have the lead in a tight-old game. Half-time, 1-0. And the game has already resumed here. Madrid carrying a one-goal lead. Goulet. And it's Tchouaméni. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And he's straight offside. Tchouaméni. And here's Valverde. Back towards the middle. And it's Camavinga. Passing is crisp and sharp. Great chance! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
Goulet. Here's Tchouaméni. Bellingham. Mbappé. It is a corner. Corner number 2 then. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And the pass is intercepted. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Now it's Bellingham. Tchouaméni. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And that has been clubbed away. And it's Tchouaméni. And here's Valverde.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. And that's another good win of the ball. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Será reemplazado por el dorsal 15. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
That's been slipped through. Mbappe gets through on his own. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Howson tries to clear. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, nice touch. Brahim Diaz did well to stay calm there.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Steaming on goalwards. And he shoots! So close to drawing level.
I don't think he can quite believe he didn't capitalise on that. He clearly fancied his chances.
Valverde. Tchouaméni. Strokes it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Some really good ball movement. And here's Vinicius Junior. And the counter is on. Madrid still ahead by the game's only goal. He's a sharp little ball here. Vinicius Junior. That is a brilliant interception. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And it's Diaz. Goulet. That's an imaginative pass. He's got away. That's very neat. Picked out and the finish! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Madrid have their second corner now. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
2 minutos de descuento.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Brahim Diaz. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Chouameni gets it away. And that is that. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
As you can see, we've already started here. Now it's Mbappe. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. Chouameni. And it's Camavinga.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong...
Mbappe! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pass somewhat off target. Goulet. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior stood his ground strongly. Now it's Mbappe, driving through the middle. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And here's Mbappe. And beyond the defence. Decent chance! Goal! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And it's Valverde. And claimed it back swiftly. And it's made its way to him. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Valverde gets it away. Valverde. Oh, shooting chance! Valverde.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Good ball over the top. Shot could be on. Odd tries a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. 15 minutes till half-time. Bellingham. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And it's Bellingham. It's Camavinga. Goulet. Could move up a gear here. Tries to pass it through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. That's really well cleared. Vinicius Junior. Rudiger cuts out the pass. Goulet. And here's Mbappe.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Strong running down that left flank. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, delightful ball. Courtois breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Goulet. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's a... Can he finish? It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? Chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Not the most accurate pass. That has not gone well.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Vinicius Junior. Now it's Goulet. Tchouaméni.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the whistle goes for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Madrid head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Now that looks a decent ball, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, super ball! And now they can clear their lines. He's had a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. It could be in here. Chance, surely! Goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And now he has 2. So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Alexander-Arnold deals with that comfortably. Vinicius Junior is herring after that one. And it's Bellingham. Madrid finding their passes. Plenty to aim at here. And the shots! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Bellingham goes for a shot! It's there! Just one goal in it now! Game on! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Brahim Diaz. Out for a throw. Madrid suddenly appear frail.
Yes, from comfort zone to a stage of uncertainty, perhaps, and they can't drift into a carelessness, or this could get away from them.
He's having a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Madrid have their second corner now. And that has been cleared. That's surely a foul. Free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Great chance here from position A1. No way through, so... And a chance! Alexander-Arnold can get it clear. Chance for a shot! And he hits the net! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here, because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This has become one superb game of football.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And here's Vinicius Junior. And that has been clubbed away and smartly reclaimed. And it's Diaz.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Takes a shot! No mistake! And they're back in front! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of...
On and the shot!
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Knocks it into space. And it's been played through. And back. There's the shot! They've scored!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
There's the shot! They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Madrid finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Camavinga. Madrid do have a chance to counter here. Bellingham. That is ended up in no man's land. Camavinga. Valverde. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Nicely spread. Rudiger. Bellingham. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Valverde. Tries to pass it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
That's very neat. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Tchouaméni goes steaming forward. Bellingham. Mbappe is having a shot! It's a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another. Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Tchouaméni, that's a sharp pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mbappe! No, it's not getting there. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Valverde. Valverde.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And Alexander-Arnold. And he's managed to get free. Vinicius Junior. Valverde. Bellingham has created one goal already. Madrid have reclaimed it. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior going full tilt down the left. Tchouaméni. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Vinicius Junior. And it's Arda Güler. Valverde. Tries to play it through. Out of play for a goal kick. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Alexander-Arnold. Played out to the right. He's in space and looking for options. Try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. Aimed beyond the defence. He's got away.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Passing nice and neat. This looks promising. That is a brilliant interception. And he's quick to get it clear again. And it's Tchouaméni. And here's Mbappe.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That's a cute ball. Shoots! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
Vinicius Junior. It's Camavinga. Mbappe. Vinicius Junior.
Habrá un
Bellingham.
minuto de descuento.
Alexander-Arnold. Howson gets across to intercept that. Driving forward. And that interception was... And there is the half-time whistle. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser. I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And we are back on the way. Well, that pass isn't the best. Rudiger. Camavinga. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And it's Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Valverde. Tchouaméni. For Valverde. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Tries a shot! Sensational from Vinicius Junior! A finish of true class! And they've got their lead back. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. He's on it, can he get away? That looks a good ball through. And he's onside. Alexander-Arnold gets rid without sophistication and claimed it back swiftly. Now that looks a decent ball. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Tchouaméni. And it's Bellingham. And it's Valverde. That's a nicely shaped ball. Now it's Bellingham. Mbappe looking to run onto it. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Mbappe!
He'd be disappointed with that.
Mbappe being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Alexander-Arnold. Bellingham. Tchouaméni. Camavinga knocks it into space.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, Super Bowl chance! And it's in! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
This is quite a battle.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
And here's Mbappe. Rudiger promptly onto that, and that is that. And here's Mbappe. Gets into some space. Shot, surely! Oh, yes, it's there! Late in the day, this could well be it! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Madrid take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Eder Militao. Madrid clearly now in lead preservation mode.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
And the number on the board is 3. Pinches it off him. Great vision. Now it's Mbappe.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that's that. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Se abren 2 horas antes de cada partido para su comodidad.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And it's Bellingham. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Vinicius Junior was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Goulet, Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, super ball! And a chance! There it is! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Tchouaméni, Bellingham. Camavinga, quarter of an hour played. And here's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Goulet. He's found a way through.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. And it's Camavinga. Oh, beautifully shaped ball. Goulet. It's Vinicius Junior. Tchouaméni. Now it's Valverde. Camavinga does really well to win the ball there. Alexander-Arnold. Tchouaméni producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Vinicius Junior has found the net here, of course. Taken off it pretty forcefully. And the shot's on here. And the shot!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper is very relieved.
Oh, easy pickings there. 30 minutes gone. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Bellingham. And here's Goulet. And he's picked it up out wide. Cross in. Punched away. And that is out of play. Bellingham. Oh, a delicate chip through. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Alexander-Arnold. Long ball by the goalkeeper.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Bellingham. Camavinga. And he's surging through. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And here's Vinicius Junior. And it's Valverde. And here's Mbappe. Tchouaméni getting this one clear. And he's quick to snatch it back. Rudiger. Pass somewhat off target. Here's Tchouaméni. Vinicius Junior. Great ball. Tries a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And that's caused a worry or two. And we have our very first corner. And a shot! They want to be quick to recover this.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Alexander-Arnold. The ball's gone astray. And it's half-time here. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Belling. And it's Tchouaméni. Rudiger. It's Bellingham. And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, well measured. Now it's Valverde. Valverde! Vinicius Junior swung over. And that has put paid to that. Bellingham. Now that looks a decent ball. And that's a... He's had a shot! And they've got rid. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think...
And the shot! Mbappe is magnificent! A finish right from the top draw. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to...
Can he finish? It's in! And again they hit the front. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Good running, strong and purposeful. Played back in. Tchouaméni. Camavinga. Goulet. And there's green grass ahead of him. Driving through. Oh, shooting chance! He has done it! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 5 será sustituido por el dorsal 15. Cambio de jugadores.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Madrid go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And that is expertly dealt with. Madrid still have the cards to affect this game. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, played through for the wide man. Brahim Diaz. Looks to the other side. Could be danger here. And it's Diaz. Now it's Rodrigo. Camavinga. Madrid do have a chance to counter here. Camavinga running with the ball. Traoré. Looking for the run. He's made sure that's not getting through. And he's there to belt it away. Alexander-Arnold cuts it out. Howson. And back to the keeper they go. Arda Güler. Rodrigo. Can he get it through? He's in a great position here. Just the keeper to beat! Oh, it's come loose. And he's only too happy to take that back. Rodrigo. Looking for options for movement. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. Into the last 5 minutes. Howson gets a foot in here. Played into space. Good ball over the top. Not the most convincing of passes. Oh no, this does not look good. A lot. And the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are pulling clear here. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
And that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Madrid grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Goes for a shot! It's bounced back off the post. And we're done. Madrid have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Valverde is onto this. Bellingham did well to stay calm there. Madrid are looking to go forward now. This ended up in no man's land. Bellingham. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham takes control of it and he's on the move. Well read. And the danger is averted. Valverde. Can he finish? He scored! That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball and splendid authority in the finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Vinicius Junior. Madrid are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's the chance to counter. Tchouaméni tries to play it through. Can he finish? Oh, it's come off the upright. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Camavinga, and here's Bellingham. Mbappe receives it in a chance, surely! And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Stood up well to him there. That's gone for a throw-in. Tchouaméni. And here's Mbappe. Valverde. Camavinga.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Camavinga. And here's Bellingham, looking for options for movement. And he shoots! He's got a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more...
There's the shot! It's a goal! Right back in the game! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
That's a good ball out wide. Madrid looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Vinicius Junior back into the middle. Oh, important interception. That's been cut out, well played. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Vinicius Junior. Tchouaméni. And Alexander-Arnold. And it's Bellingham. And here's Valverde. Madrid finding their passes. Valverde. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Goulet. Vinicius Junior. And we hit half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Madrid are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. And the game has already resumed here. Rudiger. Valverde, expertly cut out, really nicely done. Tchouaméni gets rid without sophistication. Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Camavinga. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Tries to pass it through. He's had a shot! He tried the chip, but it wasn't his best.
Well, chances like that need a delicate touch, and they're quite a tough skill.
Tchouaméni. Great defending, strong and determined. And the counter is on. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And here's Vinicius Junior. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Rudiger. "60 minutes played. Lovely, now then. Valverde on 2 now and looking for 3. Bellingham. Madrid are looking to break at pace. Always onto this. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tchouaméni. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And it's Arda Güler. Looking to play him in. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Great ball if he can get there. Oh, that's fabulous. Takes a shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Vinicius Junior has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
El dorsal 6 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 15.
Madrid do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Rodrigo. Alexander-Arnold knocks it into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. And it's made its way to him. Brahim Diaz! And that would have been game, set and match.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Camavinga. Tchouaméni.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Passing is crisp and sharp. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Played into space out wide. He is just caressing the ball. Brahim Diaz. Oh, there's a probing ball. Mbappe. I think we're just about done here. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Rodrigo.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Rodrigo picks it up out wide. It's their second corner of the game. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Rodrigo. Played back in. Rodrigo! And he's quick to get it clear again. And that's been won straight back. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Madrid can finally smile now. They have held on in a... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive.
He's had a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Howson picks it up from the goal kick. Now it's Camavinga.
Oh, great feat, that.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Chouameni. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois.
He tries a shot! Marvellous goal!
Well, there's leadership for you. That's what the armband means for him, setting the perfect example, the perfect tone. Tremendous.
Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So the game's first significant... Can he finish? Sticks it away! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Madrid grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Ambitious ball here. Mbappe, real chance! He has done it! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of...
Mbappe! He's got a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again.
Oh, what a mistake! Eder Militao, under an awful lot of pressure. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. And it's Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe looking to... takes a shot! It's in! And the comeback is complete! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Madrid go into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another? A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Madrid are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Bellingham. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He's being urged to shoot. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Vinicius Junior. And it's Camavinga. Here's Tchouaméni. Now it's Mbappe. He's a sharp little ball here. And a shot! They've done it! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light.
And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And it's made it. And the finish! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Tchouaméni, Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. Can he get on the end of this? Goes for a shot! And he hits the net! The second half off to a spectacular start!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
And yes, it's him again. We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Goulet, lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's lost his man here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Mbappe is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Vinicius Junior. Tchouaméni powering forward here. Now it's Mbappe. Camavinga, who does have an assist to his name. Now it's Mbappe. He is just caressing the ball. Goulet.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Courtois hunts it upfield. Vinicius Junior. Valverde. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Howson kept his eye on it, and he's there. Camavinga tries to play it through. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Knocks it into space. And that's a good ball. He's on chance! Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
He's got 4. That is remarkable.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
We have
5.
got changes here from both sides, in fact.
El dorsal 3.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
El dorsal 4. El dorsal 24. Cambio de jugadores.
Mbappe. Driving forward.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Rodrigo. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Howson. Howson takes control of it and he's on the move. Great vision. And that's a dangerous ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Can he get it through? That's been slipped through. Goulet. And now the breakaway. Howson. Mbappe is onto this. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Vinicius Junior. And a chance! And it's there! And they are cruising away. And that is about as cool as they... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Elise picks it up out wide. Threads one in. That's tidy. Now it's Camavinga. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Now it's Tchouaméni. Hernandez. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Mbappe. It's a good ball out wide. Saliba makes the interception. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Arda Güler. And the finish! Denied by an instinctive save.
Güler really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And he's there to clear it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Valverde, Bellingham. Elise, that's a lovely, neat pass. Pass somewhat off target. And there's green grass ahead of him. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Camavinga. Howson cuts out the pass. Neither side yet able to find the net. Great vision. Well timed, excellent interception. Vinicius Junior. Nice sequence of passes this. Rabiot. And this is Dembele. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Olise. He's beaten the last man. Now it's Mbappe. They've got to be quick to recover this. That pass has been well intercepted. Well read, and the danger is averted. Konate gets over and intercepts. Almost half an hour in now. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed. France couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Camavinga. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Mbappe. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Nicked it back promptly. Oh, that's superb. Can he finish? Kylian Mbappe! You just cannot stop him! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Tries a shot! Rabiot. France leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Chouameni. And the first half is done. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
France leading a cagey game here. It's had its... Can he finish? Sticks it away! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Some great movement.
He's having a shot! Well, now it's a... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Rabiot. That ball looks a good one. And he's onside! It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
He's in a great position here. Now it's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Mbappe looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And nicely intercepted. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Vinicius Junior. And here's Mbappe. No, that's been intercepted. Rabiot. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And he was quick to react. And no, that was never going to make it. Goulet now looking to orchestrate a counter. It's a really well-measured ball. That's been slipped through. Shapes to shoot! Has fallen kindly here. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro...
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
À leur place, le numéro 24. Le numéro 13. Changement.
Tchouaméni. Quality ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's had a shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
Can he get on the end of this? He can run onto that. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, what a ball! That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Rodrigo. No, he's not getting his way this time. And here's Dembele. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's cut it out. And that has been knocked clear. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Rodrigo. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Alexander-Arnold, and it's Diaz, and here's Rodrigo, and it's Camavinga.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Shoots! It's in! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Chance! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof!
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Madrid take what looks to be it. And we're done. France illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Je vous invite à consulter l'écran pour retrouver les horaires des trains au départ des grandes lignes.